¿Qué?
The reality is, these are four countries with very large populations, whose population is seeing its wealth improve quickly and dramatically, and they are becoming increasingly a key part of the modern global economy.
Rusia es el país más grande del mundo, con una superficie de 17 millones de kilómetros cuadrados, el doble que China, donde viven 1.500 millones de habitantes, la quinta parte de la población mundial. Son 136 personas por kilómetro cuadrado. En Rusia hay 140 millones de habitantes, 8 personas por kilómetro cuadrado. India tiene un territorio de 3.3 millones de kilómetros cuadrados con 1.200 millones de habitantes que están mucho más apretados. Hay 375 personas por kilómetro cuadrado. Brasil es el país más grande de Sudamérica, tiene 8.5 millones de kilómetros cuadrados y una población de 200 millones de personas. 23 por kilómetro cuadrado. Los 4 países BRIC ocupan el 25% del planeta y suman más del 40% de la población mundial. Para el año 2050 habrán crecido un 500%.
Easily imagine the 4 countries being leading economies even before 2050, even before.
I think definitely, and I share this viewpoint that it's going to be before 2050. You know, because for a country to become a superpower or become a leader in the world, it's got to have human capital. And all 4 countries, Brazil, India, Russia and China, have a substantial part of their populations as young people. You know, and with governments investing, you know, in young people, in education and things like that, I think the future is really, really bright.
From my point of view, if Russia will continue this union with Asia, it's going to lead to big success.
But to be honest, I really don't agree with this word of superpower country like that. Yeah, China has been have this really amazing growth rate of GDP for like a decade, but there's still a lot of problems actually.
Soon after I created the BRIC name, I gave a big speech in Rio. There was 1,000 people in the audience, and the person that introduced me, he whispered in my ear, just as I was going to the podium, we all know here that the only reason you introduce B is because without B, there is no phrase. Mm-hmm. Only now, people say, why is the R there? And it's because people always focus on today. In the 8 years since we had the acronym, the increase in Russia's GDP is bigger than India's. Mm-hmm. So why shouldn't the R be there?
Ah, bueno, con mucho azúcar.
Mucho azúcar.
Sí. ¿Usted es brasileiro?
Brasileiro.
Ah, ¿sí?
Sí,
¿De
sí.
dónde?
Do Rio Grande do Sul.
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva aquí, viviendo aquí, morando aquí?
3 anos.
3 años.
3 anos.
Ajá. ¿Y por qué decidió venir?
Decidi uma experiência nova, um país novo e vim para cá.
Ajá.
Escolhi Londres para morar e ter experiências novas e mais fácil de viajar pelo mundo.
¿Y habías pensado, você pensó alguna vez en morar fuera de Brasil quando você era um menino?
Sempre.
Sempre?
Sempre.
Nunca
Sempre tive
gostou
essa-
do país?
Gostava muito. Gosto muito do Brasil, mas sempre quis ter essa experiência fora do Brasil.
Aham. E qual é a diferença, uma das diferenças entre Brasil e Inglaterra?
O clima.
O clima?
O
Ah,
clima.
claro.
O clima. Todo dia, nublado.
Que você fica triste com isso?
Triste, é.
Sim.
Sim.
Tem gente que diz que o Brasil vive numa época de despegue econômico, político e que o país vai transformar-se em uma potência
Sim.
mundial.
Eu
não?
acredito.
Você acredita? Sim?
Acredito. Um país muito rico por tudo. Culturalmente, tudo.
Brazil right now is the one that looks the best for two reasons, really. First of all, the only thing which is really new for Brazil the past decade is the success of inflation targeting, which most people don't really realize how important that is. And I think it's really important. Because the past 30 years, Brazil was complete chaos. The second thing is, this is why I particularly mean it's in some ways the most exciting. Right now, my impression is that 200 million people in Brazil, for the first time in 40 years, start to believe Brazil can be a big, successful society and economy.
Desde 2003, las economías de Brasil, Rusia, India y China generaron el 65% del crecimiento mundial. El poder del lobby de Goldman Sachs terminó marcando la agenda política de 4 países. ¿Cuál es la relación que tiene con los gobiernos de los países? Le pregunto esto porque venimos de una entrevista en el Financial Times a donde una persona en el medio de una conversación dijo la siguiente frase.
I suspect that if Goldman Sachs was starting again now, they might very well not include Russia. But they put Russia there 10 years ago and they're kind of stuck with it for the moment, because to take Russia out would be quite a big blow in terms of Goldman Sachs' relationships with Russian business.
I'm going to give you an exclusive. Yes. I wish I would have never included Russia.
Ah, no?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Russia has 140 million people that are still coming out of decades of communist life, aspiring to Western levels of standards of living. And we estimate in 30 to 40 years from today, Russia will be 10 times bigger than it is today, which means Russia will be bigger than any other country except the other 3 BRICs and the US.